Welcome back to Perdition's Mouth Abyssal Rift. This is a game by Dragon Dawn Productions, and I was lucky enough that they sent me a copy, so I'm able to do this playthrough, which I've really been enjoying so far. I think this might be the last episode if I can pull off the movement I need from my three heroes. They may all be able to escape through the final door, taking us to Scenario 2A of the campaign. This is 1A, called Side Entrance. We've entered the temple from here, and we've managed to make our way so far over here. We took out one of the cultist guards who was in this room, and the other ones are now chasing us. We also took out an acolyte, so we're doing okay. So first up, the hero phase. We're going to go over to the Stone of Destiny, which is a rondel for hero activation. And we have to decide which turn order we want to go in to make sure that we can try to get all of our heroes out of the exit door onto this staircase down in this episode. If we can pull it off, we will successfully complete the mission, and we will be then on to 2A when I continue the series at some point in time. All right, let's go to the Stone of Destiny and activate our first hero. All right, I think I am going to have Niffle go first this turn. He is here with the green symbol, and he has 8 action points. Remember, there's no peg holes here, so we're going to skip this one, so it's going to cost him 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go over to the charge, which has movement and then an attack. So he has 8 action points. He spent 1, 2, 3, 4 to get here. That leaves him 4 action points. He doesn't have any cards that can help him this time, but I think that's okay. So let's go back to the board, and he will be taking 4 actions for movement. All right, so here we have Niffle. He has 4 actions for movement. 1, 2, up to the door. 3 to open the unlocked door. 4 to exit into the stairwell. So off he goes down to the next level. That's 1 character escaped, or 1 hero escaped. We need to let the other 2 escape, and let's figure out if we can do it. Back to the Stone of Destiny to activate the next character. Right. So I've turned Niffle's token inward, his shield inward. Next up, I think we're going to use Bastion. And you'll see why. If Bastion doesn't get enough movement to get off the board, then at least Niffle has the squeeze ability, so he can go by Bastion. But we'll see if we can get him off the board. So we're going to do his actions. He has, whoops, as I'm pulling this apart, he has 6 actions. So he's going to go 1, 2 to sprint. That leaves him 4 actions, and he's going to be drawing a response card. So let's draw the top response card. So 4 actions. All he needs is 1 to get out of here, and he gets a 3. So he's going to have 7 actions for movement, and I think that's plenty to get him off the board. So let's go back to the main board, and Bastion will have 7 for movement. And taking a look at the board, here's Bastion. I don't think he's got any problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 takes him down to the stairwell. He had 7 movement. He and Niffle are out of the area. All we have left is to get Sima here out the door. This now, of course, is rough terrain. This costs 3 movement to move into it, so he needs 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He needs 9 movement. Can he pull it off? Let's go over to the Stone of Destiny and see if Sima can get 9 movement. All right, Sima has a base actions of 7. He is right here. He's going to go 1, 2 to the sprint. So now he has 5 movement left. Remember, he needs 9. And he gets to pull a response card, and it's +2. So that's going to give him 7. If he can muster up 2 extra bonus for movement, he should be able to sprint off the board, and we will win this level. All right, here's Sima. He's in the rubble here. He needs to get out of here. He has right now 7 movement, and these are his cards. He has Squeeze, which he won't need. He has Master of Faith. This has the movement symbol on it, +4. He also has Light from the Sky, +3. So he will play Light from the Sky, boosting his movement by 3. That's going to give him a total of 10 movement. And with 10 movement, I do believe he's easily going to exit this level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With 1 to spare, he also exits the level. And that's going to conclude the first mission, which was side entrance. They have managed to escape. And they've managed to get out of here. They will be going on from here in campaign mode to 2A. So I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to wrap up this initial series, side entrance, which is 1A of Perdition's Mouth Abyssal Rift. Well, there you have it. That's my playthrough of the first mission. We did it campaign style. I will be doing more missions of Perdition's Mouth Abyssal Rift in the future. And again, I don't know when, because I never know what's coming up next, but I'm quite impressed with this game. I quite like it. It has some very neat mechanics. I like the rondels for both the monsters and heroes. And I like the fact that it's card driven, and you have to sort of manage your hand, and you have to, of course, keep the objective of the level in mind. And the objective of this level was to get out of here as fast as possible and hopefully take no wounds while you do so. And we managed to not take any wounds. So when we go into the next episode, or the next series for Perdition's Mouth Abyssal Rift, which would be 2A, then we're going to be starting off with clean heroes again, which means we'll have no wounds in our card decks. And that's really important, because the farther down you get in the dungeon here, into the temple, the harder it gets, the more likely you are to get wounds and horrible conditions that are going to weigh you down in later scenarios. Of course, the full objective of the campaign is to get to the very bottom level and take out the main demon. On the back of the box that comes in the game, so this is a box that comes inside the game that holds all the scenario sheets. What's really cool on the back here is this graphic. And it basically shows you the whole temple right down to the cult temple at the bottom. So we've managed to find the entrance, the side entrance, and we've gone through this scenario, which is basically side entrance. The first mission. Of course, the next one looks like we're going to be going down to the rubble room. There's an expansion called Witch's Grotto as well. And then we're going to go to the Summoner's Lair, and then Pet Laboratory, off to the small nest. We have a sacrificial chamber, guard chamber, and ultimately the cult temple itself. Very cool graphic. Kind of lays out where we're headed. So we've managed to take out the first, well, not take it out, we managed to succeed through the first level. All right, well, I don't know what much else I can say about the game, except a big thank you again to Dragon Dawn Productions for supplying it for me to do this playthrough. I quite like it. It's very interesting. There's a huge, I mean, this is huge. This is the wound deck. And so I'm sure that in later scenarios we will be taking wounds. And like I said, what you do is you have a pool basically of 6 characters, and you don't have to use the same characters in every level of the dungeon, every scenario. And some of them work better together. I found this group of Niflbastion and Sima seem to have really good synergy between them. Their abilities worked very well in concert with one another. So really, really cool. Really like it. Like the mounted boards. They're all double-sided. There's 4 of them, so you get 4 different maps, one for each scenario. So once again, thanks so much for watching along. This is Perdition's Mouth Abyssal Rift. It's a co-op dark fantasy adventure in the labyrinth of the insectoid god, is what's right on the box. Very cool. So thanks so much. Thanks for your subscriptions, your comments, your likes, and thanks once again to Dragon Dawn Productions for supplying it. Really do appreciate it. So join me next time for another complete playthrough series.